Hey guys, DanHeilman here. We're back with another Magnum Quest video. Today I want to talk about mid-game compositions, team compositions. I've kind of changed what I've normally done, and I've transitioned away from having Gaia as my carry. So my normal formation has been, to this date, most of the time, I'm using something like this, where I have Gaia back here. A lot of the times I was still using Ares, and this team right here carried me for a long time. Sometimes I swapped out my healer and I used someone like Harry. Sometimes I even used Rickers here with the stun. So this was kind of my team that I've been using for a very long time, and basically how it works is you have Fair here, who's going to pull the units in close to him. You have Ares, who's going to whirlwind on those units. And you have Gaia, who's going to use her AoE on those units as well. And this is the team that got me through a lot of the beginner game, right? So now you can see I'm at stage 18.5, and I've kind of swapped my strategy a little bit. So now Ares and Derla have their lifesteal abilities. And this was kind of a big change. So now these two units are able to keep themselves alive for a while. So I've kind of been messing around with some different team compositions, and let's just try this team here, see how it works. And then if it doesn't work, I'll show you what I have been using. Okay, so you can see why it works. It's still working here. But I'll just show you some other team comps after this that can work as well. Alright, so that was that. Let's check out the damage sheet and see what people did. Okay, so you can see Gaia did 550k and Ares did 1.5 million damage. So this works. So let me just go through here. These beginning stages are a little bit easier. So let's just see if it works here. Alright, you can see everyone pulled everyone there. And you can see my healer is taking some very hard damage right now from the poison unit. Poison seems to be very strong. I haven't built up the unit here. Alright, we're still working there. Still using the old team. That's good. So this team still works, but I'll show you some other teams that can work as well. Another team that works in place of this one is I've been using Ares up front. And I've been using Alden as well. He has one of those abilities that blocks death, and he also has a nice freeze. Very cool unit. I've been using this unit. I got some better gear on him, and I've been using him for a while now. And then what I'm using in the back line is I'm actually using Fee, because he gives that haste buff right away. It just lets everyone ulti a little bit quicker, and he has some decent damage. Not the best damage, but he's kind of more of a utility person in the back as well. He also has that knockback, which is kind of amusing. Derla and this chick right here is actually awesome. She lets everyone ult faster. You can see the crazy amount of energy you get when you use her. So let's try this composition out, and I'll show you how this one works. So you can see she's just generating a bunch of energy back here. Allows everyone to ult quicker. There's Ares ult right there. Derla just used hers, and now you can see everyone is starting to burn for additional damage here. You can see Fee used his arrow attack as well. That knocks everyone back and does some decent damage. Alright, so now let's look at the damage and show you. Look at the difference now. So instead of Gaia in there doing a small amount of damage, you have Derla doing a very large amount of damage, along with Fee and Ares. So very cool. I like this team a lot. I've been using this team for a while now, and I just wanted to show you some of the other stuff I've been using here. I also sometimes I'll put Sir in here. Sir's kind of fallen off, you know, only 2-star, which is kind of annoying. I'd love to pull a couple more copies of Sir to mess around a little bit with her. But she's nice because then I get the bonus, right? So then I get a 3-piece bonus here. You can see I get the 10% attack and 10% HP, which I don't know if it's super useful, but it is an option. Some other options you can do is you can use this tank as well, and sometimes you use Winden. I was trying this team out for a little bit. I was basically just trying to see how I could get my any sort of bonuses for the teams I'm using here. So I was just kind of messing around with some different units. Let's see how this works out here. He has no death immunity, so he needs to be able to stay alive here. But you can see it's working so far. Obviously in the beginning stages of the chapters, it's a little bit easier. The biggest problem is when you have an enemy Ares, he gets the death immunity as well. So we're just basically hoping that we can eliminate the rest of the enemies and leave only Ares left. Okay, so now let's take a look at the damage here. He didn't do much. He did do some decent healing though, honestly. I mean, 1.1 million healing, that's pretty solid. You can see again, Derla is carrying pretty hard, and Ares does some solid damage as well. Actually winded in 350k. That's pretty solid actually. Not bad at all. Alright, so there's lots of options you can use for once you get into the mid game. I am really liking Derla. As long as she can get off her ulti, she does a lot of AoE damage, and it's pretty strong. So other units you can use this unit right here to jump to the back. He's pretty cool for taking units out in the back if you have someone who's kind of annoying. Like Xander can be kind of annoying with that AoE poison. Another unit that I've been sleeping on is this unit right here. He also has that unkillable, and he actually has a lot of lifesteal in his kit, which is pretty cool. So let's try him out. I'll show you what he can do against Ares here. So you can see if he gets low, you'll see once he would normally die, he goes back to half health, he becomes immune to damage, and he kind of just sits there and soaks up damage for a while. So another very cool unit, and he has a lot of lifesteal in almost all of his abilities as well. Alright, so we finally got their Ares down. Alright, so Julian, pretty cool unit as well. Let's look what he did. He did a very small amount of damage, but you can see with his lifesteal, he healed for 220,000 damage, and he was able to tank up 230,000 damage. So very cool. Another fun unit to mess around with. Let's see some other units here. Let's see who else we can mess around with and see how they work in the team here. I've not used this unit really at all. I haven't had great luck with her removing Ares' shield, unfortunately. I wish there was a little bit better way to do it. It seems like you do have to do it on manual and use her ulti, but it still doesn't work all the time for me. I don't know if I'm missing and not hitting, but yeah. Another person I would really love to mess around with is Fang. I haven't had much time to mess around with him. That's another unit I need to kind of work on, because I'd love to have him. I wonder if you could do something like this. You could try something like this. As long as Derla can get her ult away, she's probably not terrible to have in the front line. I guess you could probably have Fang in there, but Fang's kind of cool. He just hops in there, although he dies right away. If you don't have Ione, I probably need some better gear on him. I haven't put any gear on him in a while. You can see he kind of just launched in there and just died right away. I'm sure he probably didn't do much damage. Yeah, he really didn't get a chance to do any damage. But you can see in this one here, Derla and Ares are really carrying the team from damage. I'm surprised how much damage Winden can do. I don't think I really even have gear on him. Let me go check my Winden. Do I even have really gear? No, I have silver gear. Okay, let's get some better gear on him. Let's put Winden actually might be a very solid unit. So now that I have everyone up to like 204, that level 201 ability really helps units. So it's kind of a different story once you get here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I have anything that's useful for him. I'd love some crit chance. I really do not have good runes. I need to spend some time rolling up some runes, but it's very hard to get the mats for runes. I have nothing useful. %8 crit. Useless runes for him, pretty much. There's a little bit of crit damage. This gives him some energy. I really need crit chance though. I could use this. All right, I'll just use this for now. Gives him 16 crit. All right, so we'll just give that. Winden seems to be a very cool unit. I should probably lock him. All right, let's go try some other team comps here. Let's just mess around. Yeah, you really unlock a lot. Once you have everyone past 201, you really unlock a lot of abilities, and it really opens up a lot of different team comps you can use. I mean, there's so many good units in this game. A lot of units I have not tested. I'm sure a lot of these units, a lot of people haven't tested. Even this chick right here, I forget her name right now. She does some solid damage as well. So, all right, let's just try this out now. I'm definitely gonna get rid of him because he's kind of useless. I think he's a good boss unit, but for campaign type stuff, I don't think he is the best. Who do we want to put in here? Let's go back to this team. I like this team here. All right, let's try that. I really like Alden as a unit. He is one of my most favorite units. I mean, whenever he dies, he just heals his health back up. He's got the freeze. He's a very cool unit. Him and Ares are some of my favorite units to use. See, he got that last freeze off before he died. All right, so this one is a little bit more difficult here. But Derla comes in for the win. Derla's going to do a lot of damage in this one, I'm sure. Yeah. 2 million damage from Derla. Awesome unit. I'm going to get her legendary next. All I need is a little bit more food, and I'm able to get her to 5-star. So that'll be very nice for my team here. I'm liking this team comp here. Winden or Fee in the back. Doesn't quite matter too much. They pulled my Derla up there, but once she gets her ulti after the stun here, she's going to do some solid damage. There we go. And there's the ulti. Now, look at the heal on Derla. She's getting smashed by damage, but she's still able to heal herself pretty well. Look at that. Full heal at the end of her ulti, so that's very cool. Now we got all sorts of stuns on here. See, they have 2 Aldens on their team, which is kind of insane. All right, so let's get rid of Gandalf there, and let's put in Fee for a little bit. See if we can get some extra damage there. This will also allow us to ulti a little bit faster. So, you know, he generates the haste as long as Cinia does as well. So the Fee and Cinia combo is pretty cool for getting those ultis off super quick. You can see how much faster I got the ultis off now this time. There's a freeze. Look at that freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4 units frozen with Alden. I really like Alden here. All right, so we got crushed this last time. See, there's the pull, but he didn't live the whole time. See, that's all we needed there. So replacing Fee in there, very cool. Ulti is super fast. That was able to finish that. I have not got any 5-star gear yet. I'm not quite sure when that starts dropping, but I did level up a couple of my 4-star pieces of gear, and it was very expensive. I ate through basically all of my gold just leveling up a couple pieces for Ares. So I'm really enjoying this team, though. This is one of my favorite compositions I've used in a while. For mid-game, it's awesome. Just Derla and Ares carrying hard. Fee and Cinia are awesome for getting those ultis off super quick. And Alden is awesome for not being able to die. You know, he gets that full 50% heal after he dies, and that huge the huge freeze chance is very cool. You just watched him freeze 4 out of 5 units, so I am really enjoying this team here. Something I kind of just was messing around and using these units. I really love Alden. Very cool unit. I wish I had a couple more copies of him. I would love to get him up to higher evolutions. You know, I'd love to give him up to like 5-star. Be awesome. You can see the enemy Alden just doing work right now. But we got Ares and Derla, so let's look at the damage again. There you can see, yeah, you can see Derla is really carrying. Look how much healing she does. She has 1.4 million healing and 1.6 million damage, so very cool. Okay, I just wanted to show you this team comp I've been using here. I finally got up to the mid game, which, you know, depending on who you ask, mid game is like chapter 18. Basically, once you get your units past level 201. So, all right. Just thought I'd show you the team. Hope you enjoyed it. Go down there, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And have a great day, everyone. See you guys. There will be more Magnum quests, more Rage of Destiny, and more Awakened Chaos era videos. So if you are enjoying those games, sub to the channel and hit that notification bell for updates. Thanks everyone. See you guys.